It sounds like y'all Gemini right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and run to these guys of Egypt deck. So yeah, it's time for y'all to do shadow work. You gotta do your shadow work. Is that it? You got anything else? These cards so slick. That's the last call. All right, Leo. So you got a focus, and that's darkness. So you got to do your shadow work. You're trying to avoid it, but you're going to have to do it. You did your light work. So you got to do your shadow work. So, because you got thought next. And that's wholeness. And in order for you to be whole, you got to do your shadow work. Then you have exploration. So you have to explore in that darkness. You don't have to face it. You still going to find beauty within there too. Run along with wisdom, more wisdom in there. But after you gain more wisdom than what you have, because you done gain some more wisdom, and you done found some you found some devastation in the middle of it, and it's devastation everywhere you go. You can do light work, and like you did your light work, and I know it kind of pissed you off. It kind of made you go in the dark a little bit, but then, you know, right then and there, once you turned and went to the dark, that was basically saying it's time to do your shadow work anyway. But it's the devastation that you found within doing your light work, and that was a lesson you had to learn. But just know, while you're in the dark, you got my hand. You do have protection. And we all got protection until we go out that orb of protection, meaning starting shit with people. Once you start some shit with somebody, automatically you got out your protection orb, your protection ring right there. So don't be going around starting shit. If it's shit you know you can ignore and walk away from, do that. Rather, if you know you can stand on what you say or back up what you say, do that. Because then, again, here it goes. You just went out your protection orb, your protection ring. Then you have Hector, and you have alchemic medical force. I wrote this too tight. Alchemical force. So not only you have powers your ancestors do, but you're starting to tap into yours more. Then you have raw enlightenment. And the more and the further you go into your shadow work and do your shadow work, you'll become more enlightened. A lot of things are going to be enlightening to you as well. So you don't have to, go ahead. Don't be afraid of the dark. Come on, man. They'll never show you the good things in the darkness. They just show the bad things in darkness. So that way you don't go into that really. And then if you do, they'll show you nothing but bad things and teach you all the bad things and low vibrant things in the darkness. but there are very high vibrational things in the darkness. That's why it's important for you to recognize that you're dark and you're light. Just like it's high vibrational things in the light, there are also low vibrational things in the light as well. Can I shuffle? You, you love this deck, don't you? You got anything else? Last call. Now, last call. Okay, so you have hope is like a hummingbird. And all that's saying is just like basically the old saying where all you need is a mustard seed of hope. And so at this point, you already planted that mustard seed of hope. Now it's a plant. So now, pretty much, when it comes instinctively and animal wise, now you on your bird shit. Because you finna get ready to learn how to fly and maneuver around. Now you'll be able to shapeshift into all the different types of birds or a certain bird. But the first bird you're going to have to start off with is going to be that hummingbird, because just like the mustard seed, you started out with a mustard seed of hope, and then that turned into your plant and it grew. So after you learned how to plant a mustard seed, you learned how to plant an apple seed. You grew up apple tree and a sleepy willow tree and so on. So you learned how to make a garden and build all kind of flowers. I do not know where that species book is at. I can't find it for crap. Then you got, there is one who watches over you. You always gonna have somebody watch over you. Your ancestors, your higher self until you reach it. Then you got your shadow people that watch over you, your shadow protection, and then you got your light protection too. Then you got your physical protection too. So you got, protection in all planes. But once you go against the rules and you are here on some bullshit, don't be surprised if they back out. They don't want to have anything to do with it. It's time to move on. So most definitely, this is not no lie and it's not no bullshit, because it keep telling you need to move on. You need to leave the past in the past. So it's time to move forward. Why? Because it's time for you to learn the learning of the rights, which means right now it's time for you to learn the rights in the shadow realm, in the shadow work. Everywhere, anything you do in life, no matter from a child, a preteen to a teen, a pre-adult to a young adult to a full adult, you always gonna have to spend the time alone and have to isolate yourself from people. So now it's the constellations, the isolation, and every time you evolve, you ought to isolate yourself. Every time you're morphing and powering up, evolving, you have to isolate yourself. Plight of the wander. In the middle of you isolating yourself, you're going to wander. And sometimes it's good to wander alone, because some things isn't for everybody to see, and that's in spiritual and physical plane. Some things are for your eyes only, for your ears only, for your soul only, for you only. And then if you do get out, it's only for you to put it out there. Everybody get a certain download, and it's on you how you put it out there and teach. You either sing it, rap it, put in a poem, music, act it out, talk it out. It's just based on you. You may draw it, you may put it into fashion, or you may simply just live that life. What did we lose? We didn't lose nothing, but what wasn't good for us, it didn't mean us no good. So, you didn't lose nothing. You got everything you need. And if there's some things that you want that you didn't get, is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. It's all about what you need. Me personally, everything that I need is what I want. I turned my wants into needs, and my needs were wants. So anytime I had to do something I need, it was something I wanted. Or anytime I went to go get something that I wanted, it actually was something that I needed. Between two worlds. And you're going to have to get used to being in between two worlds. You already, or it's just you're like really picking it up and recognizing it now. So it's okay. You're living in two different planes. You're living in different dimensions. Yay, now you know. So now you know what to do. I mean, it's either you're going to pretend and ignore and continue just being where you are, and that's not satisfied, or pick that up and learn how to maneuver and merge the two. There are others like you, but before you can find those others like you, you gonna run into them in the spiritual realm before the physical realm. And then if you do run into them in the physical plane, it may be for a split second. And that's just one of those people you get to spend an estimate a week to 8 months and had the greatest time of your life. And somehow, some way, mysteriously, y'all lose contact, or y'all just end up not hanging out, whatever, or you just have one fallout, which is real petty, and, it's a wrap. But guarantee you, that was just only a glimpse to what to look forward to when you do your light and your shadow work. Because you probably ran into this person, they doing light work, and you was doing shadow work. Or you may have been doing your light work, and they was in their shadow work. So when you learn your light and your shadow, you're going to run back into them again. Or vice versa, if you was in your shadow and they was in their light, and it's time for them to be in a shadow, and you got to do your light, you're going to run into them, but y'all might end up having to pass each other by because there's so much you doing in there. But you'll pass each other by. But then most definitely, once both of you get your light and shadow work done, y'all going to see each other. And then 9 times out of 10, you're going to run into each other way more in the spiritual realm, in the spiritual plane, than you do in the physical plane, too. And this is when you start having these rants and these little things and cravings of people and missing certain people or whatever not. Then you have the beneath opens up to you. So while you sitting there scared to do your shadow work, there's no need to, because it's opening up to you. As above is so below, as below is above. So it's the same thing. Like that movie, what's the name of that movie? The Black Lady. she was a little girl, she went to that carnival and they swamped lives. And swamped the girl's life, and it was the same, except for in the shadow, things was a lot more raw and showed things for what it really was, whereas to them being there in the light, as they would call it, it was a lot of illusions placed. And then, they cooked food too. They ate cooked food. And this is why the beneath open it up to you, because you're going to be going deep. And you have to go deep. I'm talking about so deep to where like you go into your past, all the way past to when you was conceived. Deep. And you're going to have to really get used to doing that, because sometimes you might have to travel back for some things, to stop some things, to intervene on some things, or just to help some things currently, presently wise. Into your arm. So whoever for you, whatever your mission is, what you're supposed to do, all that is there and it's ready. As soon as you get down there and you go for it and you do it, and you face it, it's coming straight full blown into your arms. Just like when you be winning them boards, beating the bosses and the monsters, the little jewels or the money or whatever not, it just comes straight to you. It comes straight to you. Excuse me for a moment. My bad, I had to go check on my mama. Make sure she cool, she sleep. Okay, so that concludes that. I'm gonna go in here. Where are you? No, you're not gonna do them. Why are we gonna do them? No, you're not gonna do them. Okay, so just playing the hip hop, oracle chords. I love music, and then I'm always normally playing music, but today I decided just to play. What's this called? Enchanted Forest Night Ambience, or whatever. Not. It remind me of when I was in the woods. And staying in the country, I love it. So let's see what we got for Leo. That's all you got for Leo. Don't be doing it. I was gonna say. I'm gonna go 2 more. Said it. You don't give me 2 more. Oh, you wrong. You cold-blooded. Okay, Leo, so you got Remy Ma and courage. So you got the courage. You got the courage. You have it. So use it. Don't be cowardly lying up in here. We got Queen Latifah respect, but you have to give respect to receive respect. Now, you might not receive that respect from the people that you do respect, but you will respect in other places, receive respect in other places. And in some instances, you might end up receiving respect from the people that you give respect to. But just understand and know you might not. Just like you might do and give to people, those same people might not do and give to you. Somebody else may end up do and give to you. So, just don't. I'm going to say if you're going to expect it, don't expect it from those people or that individual. Just expect this coming and know that it's coming. If it makes sense. Then you have Erykah Badu, which is spirituality. What the hell? Spirituality. I don't know what the hell. Spirituality. I don't know what the hell. I just got tongue tied like a mug. But you got spirituality, and she very spiritual. She's a big time spiritualist. So if you don't know where to start and you don't know where to begin, I would say start off with Erykah Badu or start off with Lauryn Hill. Most definitely. But she like Erykah Badu is like she gonna sock it to you. She gonna sock it to you. So if you think you can handle it in the beginning in spirituality, go ahead. But hey, she was talking to you hard. She did when she first came out. When she came out, she introduced spirituality. She woke a lot of people up. Then you have LA Chat and you have self-esteem. So you got your self-esteem going and it's good. Some people gonna try to knock it down. So make sure you got it high. Don't be egotistic and prideful. But still keep it up and keep it high because people gonna try to come and knock it down. Then you got Kalani and it's superstition, but you don't have any superstitions, so that's good. It came out in reverse, so that's good. You don't have any superstitions. Then you have SZA and that's passion. So right now you don't have too much passion, and that's only because you just overthinking and like you thinking negative instead of positive. You looking at all the negative things that can go on instead of looking at all the positive things that can go on while you're in your shadow doing your shadow work or facing those obstacles or the darkness that happen throughout your life or that's going on in your life. So next I got the music oracles. Hmm. Okay. Y'all hear me the last two? Why they got them two looking the same? You gave me three more? Okay. This is it. Okay, so you got Lou Reed, and that's I think of you, but not that often. Survive your own war. Learn to walk hand in hand with magic and laws. And let me explain to you about something. When it say walk hand in hand with magic, that means your magic. Not some spell somebody made up. Not a spell in the book. Your own magic. That's why when we was in the Egyptian cards, it said alchemical force. You can do it alchemical. You can do alchemy. If you don't use that, you at least do it scientifically. Use the science of it. Do not use a spell from a book, an internet, or a person. Don't. And look at Mirror Mirror, because even in there, the mirror told the witch, you don't want to do magic. There's a consequence behind it. I don't care. I just want to do it. Turn the dude into a roach. Okay, fine. Next, because the very first time was turning her husband into a beast. Then the second time was turning the guy into a roach. The third time was getting a love potion to make the prince in love with her. And then puppy love at that. We used puppy love spell. Like that puppy high school love. And then what? Again, to make an apple to kill Snow White. Excuse me. Yeah, Barbara Streisand. It says, fake it till you make it. It's easy to fool yourself, but hard to fool an audience. If you can't go right to the top, find somewhere else to go. So that's the thing. It takes time. It don't happen overnight. Nothing great happens overnight. Creating the world didn't happen overnight. Putting the things onto the earth didn't happen overnight. Even the galaxies, it didn't happen overnight. The greatest things don't happen overnight. Bruce Springsteen. There will always be magic even on the darkest nights. May your mistakes, like your sins, be your own. Follow the river, but keep your eyes on the sea. Meaning, focus on your own self, your own shit. Hold yourself accountable, acknowledge it, move forward. If it requires you to ask for forgiveness, ask for forgiveness. Simple. They forgive you or they not. It don't matter. You did your part. Also, make sure you forgive yourself. You don't know if you forgave yourself because you'll be able to go and ask them for forgiveness. So there we have it. But focus on you and your shit. And if you do speak on some shit, let it be some shit that got something to do with you, not somebody else. Not unless you're guided to do that. And a lot of people are not guided to, and they lie and say they are because they in their fucking feelings and feel some type of way. So don't. You have PJ Harvey, and it's when in doubt, swim to new ground, jam with others, but remain the lead, redream past lives. Then you have Grace Jones. It says, be your own sugar. But some people tease and laugh at people for that shit. But let me finish. Learn to be your own sugar daddy. Harness the power of unexploded bomb. Always waiting, always ticking. To ensure survival, prey must become hunter. Be your own sugar daddy. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. Don't let these motherfuckers fool you. Don't. And if you do something, do it because you want to do it, not because they actually do it. Because you got to teach these people the difference. Because some of them think they using you or getting over on you. Then you have Nick Cave. Be sure to be the last guest at the cannibal's dinner party. Embrace your limitations to become a wonderful disaster. Waiting for inspiration is just waiting. That sounds like something to say. Then you have Shakira. Don't dream about the sunset at midday. Know your rights. Travel is the most effective antidote to indifference. And then there are a lot of different things in this world. And there's a lot of people that love it and they're content with people who they are and where they are in life. And that's why I'm saying this for us is effective to travel to see this and know this. So you become less judgmental. Because you might look at a certain person and start talking about them and judging them. And people love this person. And now they no longer respect you or can acknowledge you because of that, just because you've been judgmental. Not knowing that tables do turn, shit do change. And just because this person may look like this and seem this day does not mean